Hey boys and girls, I'm Nick in the States, and I wanted to do a quick video here just with an update on Thomann and some of the deals that they've had coming up and a status update on some of the CITES related Rosewood shenanigans and challenges. First off, if you don't know who Thomann is, they're like the Guitar Center of Europe, but run from a family of Germans that seem to actually care about the quality of things that they give you and the lines that they carry. Thomann's where we get Harley Bentons from. And recently, Thomann's been where I've been buying Gibsons from, because Germany actually doesn't have a minimum advertised price law, which means they can sell Gibsons for kind of whatever price they want. Now, what that also means is that as they're blowing out stock, they can sell them and discount them deeper than what I can find them pretty much anywhere else globally. So both musicstore.de and thomann.de, links are down below, have this option. Now, I was recently checking and looking around because I have an order that's due to ship, and I noticed that there are 4 2016 Gibson Les Paul Standards right now. They've marked the price down as a Les Paul Standard, not a traditional, not one of, the lesser lights of the Les Paul realm, but a full standard. And if we look here on their website, there's 4 of them. There's a transparent black, there's a fireburst, there's like a transparent amber, and then the last one is a tobacco burst. And we'll look at that one because I think the color on it is very pretty. If you've paid attention to my channel, it's actually very, very similar finish as the Harley Benton SC550 Faded Tobacco that I recently got in. And these are all standard, so they're AAA tops, one-piece bodies, asymmetrical neck, locking Grover tuners, both humbucking pickups. I believe these are a type of burst bucker, which will say is down below, but they also have coil taps, and they have a phase switch, and they have a tone bypass, which basically bypasses, it's both pickups on, no tone, no volume, no everything, just full blast both pickups, nothing kind of deadening it, which kind of almost acts as like an overdrive or a boost, but it's a really kind of a cool tone. But I really like this top, is really gorgeous. So of the 3 of them, really cool. And 1682 from, if you're in the States, before VAT in Europe, it's about 1,586 euro, but VAT will add something to that. And then the cool thing is if you add it to your cart, you can in fact add it to your cart, and it is available immediately, which means it's already been pre-certified. Brings us now to the CITES certification. I think I have the pronunciation right. And that's just the overall trade certification about rosewood, which is actually forbids you importing and exporting rosewood without having proper certification that it was either manufactured, used, harnessed, cut down before January 2nd of this year, or that it was afterwards from approved species. So what that has done in the guitar industry is made shipping from like in the EU to out of the EU, or in the United States to out of the United States, or wherever, you have to have these certificates to kind of make sure things sell. It's also why Thomann, a lot of people, I get messages all the time, why can't I ship all Harley Bentons, some Harley Bentons, with rosewood to the States? What Thomann has made the decision to do is, I think anything, it's either 800 euro or 1,000 euro, depending on when you try, I guess. If it costs less than that and it contains rosewood, they're just not going to export it out of the EU. It takes a lot of time. On the weekend before January 2nd, I ordered a Les Paul Traditional from 2015. Really good deal. And the order doesn't process till the 2nd, and they actually had to go through the certification process. Now, it was new, and at the time, the local little branch that they go get the certificates from told them it would take about 3 weeks to process. Now, think about it. This is a little branch that up until recently, like, certified who knows what, but other types of agricultural things. And I don't think that they quite knew the, I think, 10,000 SKUs that perhaps Thomann had that contained rosewood. I think it was 10,000 items in their inventory contained rosewood. In truth, it took 2 full months for that office to certify the large batch of things that Thomann gave them. And I just got the notification, actually yesterday, so 2 months since my order, that that guitar will ship this week. So if you like something there and it has not yet been certified for immediate shipment, then it has to go through that process and take a long time. The cool thing with like these Les Pauls, it shows that they're available for immediate shipment, which means or implies that there isn't going to be a wait. We'll have to find that out. All of this said is CITES are causing a hassle. I think if there's anything that you're getting from overseas or that need to go through the certification process, it can take a while. It still will. And I think we're kind of stuck with this for a long time going forward. But these are the 4 Gibson deals that I had found on Thomann. The other thing is, last thing, is that for the people that want to find out which Harley Bentons you can ship to the United States, and we've had a lot of questions with that. One of the easiest ways to go is just search for Rose Acer. And what you have here is 74 Harley Benton guitars that contain Rose Acer, which is treated maple. It's been roasted and chemically treated, so it looks a lot like rosewood. I think it looks that way all the way through. It's not like a stain. But it feels like maple, or it feels like even like an ebony kind of feeling to it. And but it looks right. I don't know how or even if it would affect the tone much. There are tone people that will give you many different opinions of that. And here you can see the Rose Acer equipped guitars, the 74 of them, and all these should be good to export anywhere globally, buy from the States, that kind of stuff. A lot of people have questions on why certain Stratocasters and Telecasters aren't able to ship. It's a maple neck, maple fretboard. Oftentimes on the flip side, there's a rosewood skunk stripe on the back. It's funny, Fender actually used walnut for that, but many of the Asian manufacturers will use rosewood there. And so existing stocks, they will not ship out. My understanding in talking with the great folks at Thomann is, as they sell out of any of these, with the new batches of things they're getting in, they're having Rose Acer on them instead of rosewood, which means we should, now through whenever, start to see many more models come in and be equipped as such, which is great. So anyway, this is my little Thomann update, because I happen to be digging in here and I'm trying to get more like little bite-size updates. Bite-size, very cool. So from the high end of the Gibson Les Paul standards at a really good price to Rose Acer equipped Harley Bentons, and my recent experience with my own certification process. As always, I've been Nick in the States. Yeah, folks, I have issues. Thanks, take care.